Welcome, traveler. In this short tutorial video, we will focus on the Layers panel. We're going to go over its capabilities and also some tips that make working on maps easier. The layering system is a great solution that enables us to achieve more in an efficient way. For now, let's explore layers while adding some assets to this fantasy world style map. To get started, let's open the Layers panel. Now let's go over the types of layers. Let's click on the Add Layer button. The drop-down now shows us the 5 types of layers: object layer, brush layer, land layer, filter layer, and grid layer. We can take a look at how these layers exactly work within our map here. In short, the object layers contain objects such as stamps or text. The brush layers allow us to paint textures or colors with the brush tool. The land layer is essentially a land shape mask, masking a brush layer. These masks can be altered by the land tool. They can also have different land style properties, such as a stroke, shadows, or ripple effects. The filter layers enable us to add filters, such as these clouds here within our map. There are several categories of filters we can add: color filters, texture filters, color adjustment filters, or miscellaneous filters. The grid layers allow us to add different types of grids. Those can also be customized. Currently, Object Layer 1 is the selected layer, which means we can interact with any objects it contains. Let's add a new object layer. Now Object Layer 2 is the selected layer. Let's add a ship and a sea monster to it. Object Layer 2 is above Object Layer 1, which means that no matter what we do, the ship and monster will always be above all the other stamps, because the other stamps currently live in Object Layer 1. Now let's extend the Objects panel. Here, we can see the 2 stamps we just placed. We can also see several options here: a search bar, a hide button, a lock button, and a button allowing us to select all objects within the layer. Each of these options can also be applied to any individual objects. Here, we also see the sublayers. Each object layer can hold objects on sublayers ranging from -10 to 10. The objects can be moved to another sublayer either here in the context menus or alternatively with the Control up or down shortcut. This means that if a ship is on sublayer 0, then if we move the sea monster to sublayer 1, it will always appear on top of the ship. Now let's take a look at the fantasy battle map scene to illustrate it more. We can see that this desert fortress map has quite a few layers. There are several filter layers. Note that the night layer also has a mask, which can also be switched off and on. We can also see that all the light stamps have been placed into a separate additional object layer above the first object layer. This assures that the light stamps are always above all other stamps. Let's zoom in here and see how the sublayers are utilized on this palm tree and tents. We can see that the palm tree is on sublayer 0, and the tents being below are sublayer -1. Again, this means that the palm tree will always appear on top of the tents. Finally, we have several brush layers, enabling us to tweak different textures in a non-destructive way. Now let's take a look at the brush layer options panel. There are 2 options here: opacity and a blend mode drop-down menu. For object layers, there are additional options: layer shadow, clip mode settings, as well as all relevant sublayers. Each of those can also be locked or hidden. That's all for the layer panel overview. We have explored the basic capabilities of different layers and looked at some use cases of layers and sublayers in general. Thanks for watching, traveler.